We are studying the second chapter, numbers and sequences. The exercise is 2.3. The first 4 sums of this exercise I have done in the previous video. You can go through that also. Let's go to sum number 5. What is the time 100 hours after 7 a.m.? So in these kind of sums where it involves time, I'm going to change the time to hours clock. So here this method has been used in the example sum of the textbook. I'm going to stick to the same method. It's very simple and easy. In 2 steps you will get the answer. Okay, so I will follow the example sum of the textbook, the same method. In that sum they have changed it into hours clock. They've used the 24 hours clock. I'm also going to use the same. So here, how to change the time to 24 hours clock? It is very simple. If it is AM time, you leave it as it is. Don't do anything. Simply write 7 AM is equal to 7 hours. That's all. Okay. But if it is PM time, okay, then we have to add 12. That's all. Okay. So supposing they say 2 PM. That means it will be 12 plus 2, that is 14 hours. But since in this sum it is AM, I'm going to leave it as it is. So 7 AM is equal to 7 hours. Okay. Now what is the question? What is the time 100 hours after 7 AM? So 100 hours after. So let us add 7 plus 100. Okay. And mod 24. Why? Because each day contains 24 hours. So this time 100 plus 7 I'm going to divide by 24. Okay. So 7 plus 100 mod 24. So 107 mod 24. So in the rough paper you can do the division. You will get the remainder as 11. So this is congruence 11 mod 24. Okay. And since 11 is less than 24, we don't have to do anything. Write down answer 11 hours. Okay. Now you have to convert hours into AM. Here it is less than 12 hours. So as it is, write down 11 AM. By chance, if it is more than 12 hours, like 15 hours, 20 hours, like that, if it is there, then you should subtract 12 and write PM. Okay. As simple as that. That's all. You got the answer. In 2 steps, you got the answer. So please follow this method. It is the same method used in the textbook. Very simple. In 2 steps, you will get the answer. Question 6. What is the time 15 hours before 11 PM? So, okay. Let us first convert this 11 PM to hours. So, 11 PM, it is PM. Therefore, I am going to add 12 hours. So, here we get 23 hours. Okay. Then you have to see this sum. It is before they are asking. That means you should subtract. In the previous sum, it was after. So, we added. Okay. So, you have to be careful with these words. After means you should add. Before means you should subtract. How much you should subtract? 15 hours before. So we have to subtract this 23 minus 15 mod 24. This will be always mod 24. We don't have to worry about this. Only thing difficult in this sum is converting this time to hours. That also is easy. If you do it correctly, the sum is in 2 steps you will get the answer. So carefully convert the time to hours. If it is AM, leave it as it is. If it is PM, add 12 hours. That's all. Simple. So here it is 23 minus 15. Why minus? Because it is before. Minus 15, that is 8 mod 24. And here 8 is less than 24. So don't have to do anything. 8 is the answer. X is equal to 8 hours. Or because this hours is less than 12, I'll write it as 8 AM. If it is more than 12, subtract it and write PM. Okay? Let's go to the next sum. Today is Tuesday. My uncle will come after 45 days. In which day my uncle will be coming? Okay, so here the days of the week. How many days are there? 7. So we are our divisor is 7 here. Okay, and total days are 24. So let's write down 45. Sorry, 45. So 45 congruence x mod 7. We are going to divide by 7. Okay, so 45 minus x is equal to 7n for some integer n. 45 minus x is a multiple of 7. So divide 45 by 7, you get remainder 3. So put x is equal to 3. We get 45 minus, let's check if x is equal to 3 is the right value of x. Put 45 minus 3 is equal to 42, and 42 is a multiple of 7. Therefore, least value of x is 3. Okay, so 3 days. He is coming after 45 days. So here, let us count 3 days after Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So third day is Friday. So uncle will come on Friday. Question 8. Prove that 2 raised to n plus 6 into 9 raised to n is always divisible by 7 for any positive integer n. So when this will be divisible by 7 if the remainder is 0. So we have to prove that 2 raised to n plus 6 into 9 raised to n congruence 0 mod 7. When divisible by 7, you get the remainder 0. This we have to prove. Okay, so let's start. Let's start with this. 9 congruence 2 mod 7. Is it not? When you divide 9 by 7, what is the remainder? 2. Okay, let's write down and we'll start from here. We have to raising both sides by n to the power of 9. Okay, so here left hand side we have raised to n. So 2 to the power n on the right hand side also, mod 7. Okay, let us now multiply LHS with 6. 6 into 9 raised to n. Congruent 6 into 2 raised to n mod 7. Both sides we have multiplied by 6. Now let us add 2 raised to n on the LHS. Same thing we will add on the RHS also. So you got like this. Now look at this carefully. You can see that 2 is common. 2 raised to n is common. So let us take out 2 raised to n common. Bracket 1 plus 6 mod 7. Okay. So here it is 2 raised to n. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 mod 7. So this is congruent to 2 raised to n. So when you divide 7 by 7, the remainder is 0. So you get 0 mod 7. Okay. So here this when you multiply it is 0. So congruence to 0 mod 7. So that is what we want to prove. Hence proved that 2 raised to n plus 6 into n raised to n congruence 0 mod 7. Question 9. Find the remainder when 2 raised to 81 is divided by 17. So here let's write down 2 raised to 81. I'm going to write 81 is actually 9 into 9. So I'm going to start with 2 raised to 9 congruence x mod 17. I'm going to find the remainder x when 2 raised to 9 is divided by 17. So do the multiplication 2 into 2. It's up to 9 times. It's very easy. You will get 512. 512 congruence x mod 17. So 512 minus x is equal to 17n. 512 minus x is a multiple of 17. So let us now divide in the rough paper. 512 divided by 17. You get the remainder 2. So again write it down. 2 raised to n, 2 raised to 9 congruence 2 mod 17. Okay. Now you got this. You got the remainder 2 when 2 raised to 9 is divided by 17. Now we are going to raise this again to the power 9 because we want 81. So in this side if you raise, the RHS also you should raise. So here 2 raised to n raised to 9 congruence 2 raised to 9 mod 17. This is equal to 2 raised to 81 congruence 2 raised to 9 mod 17. We know 2 raised to 9 mod 17 is what? 2 mod 17. So write down congruence 2 mod 17. So the remainder here also is 2 when 2 raised to 81 is divided by 17. So this is the answer. Remainder is equal to 2. Question 10. The duration of flight travel from Chennai to London through British Airlines is approximately 11 hours. The airplane begins its journey on Sunday at 23:30 hours. If the time at Chennai is 4.5 hours ahead to that of London's time, then find the time at London. When will the flight land at London airport? Okay, so let's write down. Duration of the flight time is 11 hours, Chennai to London. Starting time on Sunday. Night, what time? 23:30 hours. So they have given in hours, we don't have to bother about changing it. That time is given in hours. So 23.30 hours plus the travel time, 11 hours. So what is the total hours? 34.30. So now what we are going to do? We are going to find the remainder when we divide this by 24. Okay. So let's write down 34.30 congruence x mod 24. So do this division. You will get the remainder as 10.30 mod 24. Okay, so that's all. This is less than 24. Stop here. This is the answer. X is equal to 10.30 hours, or X is equal to, I'm going to convert to AM, 10.30 AM. If this hours is less than 12, you can write it the same number as the AM. If it is more than 12, you should subtract 12 and write PM. That is the rule. Okay. So here you got X is equal to 10:30 AM. That is Indian time. Okay. The flight reaches London. When the flight reaches London, the time in India will be 10:30 AM. But our time is 4.5 hours ahead of London time. Okay. London time is behind us. So what we are going to do? We are going to subtract 4.5 hours. 10.30 minus 4.30. So you get 6 AM. So the time at that in London will be 6 AM. Okay, we are ahead. We are already 10:30 AM, but they will be only 6 AM. Okay, so this is the correct answer because they are asking us time at London. The flight reached London airport next day, Monday at 6 AM. So here we come to the end of the exercise. Please go through the sums once again, practice them,